Hello, friends. Hope you're well. We've got the January update 1.13. This is a pretty big one. It's the first update of the new roadmap. So, not the biggest out of the content coming down the line, but, sizable. So, it's going to be interesting. Let's see what we have to get into today. Heads up, if my camera freezes, it's a bit bugged. So, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, heavy sandstorms have been battering the surface. Flocks of birds have been spotted around Buried City, gathering around chimneys for what many assume to be nefarious reasons. Hang on. Why are flocks of birds gathering around chimneys for nefarious reasons? What kind of birds are these? Evil birds? Okay. Anyway, and to top it all off, Maverick Raiders have been spotted hunting Ark for sport and single-handedly taking on entire squads. John Raider. Okay, what's new? Solo versus squads. Solo versus squads is a new matchmaking option for our experienced and highly skilled players who enjoy the PvP aspect of the game. Solo Raiders level 40 and above will get the Solo vs Squad toggle above matchmaking to join the squad's queue and tackle squads of Raiders head-on. When opting in, players will receive plus 20% bonus XP at the end of the round on both successful extract and defeat. Alright, I've heard the criticism of this. I agree. Ark Raiders is a very hard game to 1v3 in. It's extremely difficult. As soon as you kill one squad, there'll be another squad to third party. It's going to be difficult. However, the loot goblin in me tells me this is going to be amazing. You know how many containers of loot are left unlooted in trio lobbies? This is going to be a gold mine for players who can slip in and out. I honestly yes, a hard PvP challenge, probably extremely difficult, but the loot, oh my goodness. Everyone goes into trios to fight, so... Okay. I just saw this. 2 new types of epic augments at the bottom of my screen. Interesting. Exciting. Anyway, let's continue. A new long-term project. Ooh. Which requires players to hunt increasingly dangerous groups of Ark to submit their parts for rewards. Raiders will be able to build a new display case over 5 different steps. Same as for the Counterbearer project. And each level will add a new item to this display case. The rewards for completing each step includes blueprints, as well as raider tokens, and full completion also brings additional rewards, including a howl emote. Okay. Interesting. A guitar and 300,000 coins. There is currently no fixed end date, and it will not be impacted by expedition resets. That sounds exciting. Okay. Bird City. Flocks of birds have moved into Buried City, building nests in the empty chimneys. We got some reports of them storing shiny trinkets inside, so make sure to inspect them. So it's probably a good way to make money, I guess. Trinkets, yeah. This new permanent map condition will be applied to the Buried City map only, which will cycle in and out of rotation weekly. There'll be more bird traps and zip lines present on the map. Raiders can expect more combat in, on, around the rooftops, including more flying Ark and more players in proximity. So, this is an interesting wording here. There will be more bird traps present on the map, which makes me believe this is a new loot container that will be added to Buried City by default, kind of like a Lush Blooms basket, but the Bird City map event will have a bunch more. So, quite interesting. We can jump into Buried City and probably find a few in chimneys on the rooftops. 2 new types of epic augments. Doesn't even tell us what it is. Okay. 7 new quests. Awesome. And we've got some patch highlights as well. Okay, let's have a look. Open parties. The option to set your party open so your Embark and platform friends can join you seamlessly. Okay. Squad invites. Added the option for squad mates to invite each others to the party, as well as the party leader. Achievement fixes. A lot of people have been asking for this for a while. Hopefully they now work. Still, I want a Seed Vault extract fix, so I assume that's the one where people can camp outside of the extract. Well, inside the extract, rather. Mouse smoothing option added. Interesting. Gamepad rebinding. Cool. Fixed issue causing progress towards enemy of my enemy achievement. Fixed issue causing hook, line, and sinker achievement to not track correctly. What about the Queen one? 2 new augments notes. Yeah, I read that. I read it, but it doesn't tell us what they are. Maybe down below. Arc traversing obstacles has been improved. Leaper is now better at walking when it loses its legs. Uh-oh, the Arc are evolving, chat. Dead shredders are now properly labeled as scavengeable when pinged. Fix an issue where snitches would abort calling down Arc if players threw a lure grenade during the call. That's weird. I didn't know that was a thing. Snitches will no longer make noise when they are destroyed. Fix an issue where spotters would follow players into buildings and get stuck. When grabbed by the tick, players will now have a brief window of time where they can dodge roll to remove the tick. Oh, that's pretty cool. Fix an issue where emotes were missing voice lines in the store and customization preview. Fix voice chat cutting in some cases. That's good. Fix voice chat connection. Awesome. Maps, general. The types of containers that can spawn condition-specific blueprints have been lowered during electromagnetic storm, hidden bunker, and locked gate. Wait. The types of containers that can spawn condition-specific blueprints have been lowered. So, less chance to get the snap hook, volcano, and bobcat blueprint. So if you haven't got those blueprints yet, oh dear. Raise the chances of finding higher tier weapons in weapon cases. Finally, maybe we'll find something other than a Beretta now. Brilliant. Slightly lower the chances of finding Matriarch and Queen unique parts in their armor pieces to make it a bit harder to get them without destroying them completely. I don't like this change. You know, as soon as the Queen or Matriarch dies, it's just a rush to whoever gets the piece in the center. Giving loot in the legs, or 100% chance to get the Queen cores in the legs, gives everyone a chance to get the loot from it. So, I don't like this. I actually don't like this. This just makes it... this makes it really unfair. Yeah, I don't like that. It's just gonna basically be more RNG. So, fix multiple containers across all maps so we're not interactable. Fix the radar hatch timing bug and camera getting stuck when the interaction fails. Okay. Dam battlegrounds. Tweaked some of the cliffs around the radar outpost tower on the dam where players tended to get stuck. Adjusted the elevator shaft collision to prevent players from getting stuck on the control tower. Fix collision issues inside the pattern house. Fix issues where players can reach an unintended location and water treatment. Buried City. Removed an invisible wall in a nook beneath the Buried City highway. Removed the musical puzzle. No! They removed the puzzle? But the guitar is now purchasable at Shani's. Okay. Reasonable. Fix an issue where rocks and grass would float in the air. Adjusted Arc spawn location during hidden bunker on bunker antennas to try and make sure they can't spawn directly on top of the antennas. Stellamontes. Fix the seed vault extraction glitch on Stellamontes to allow players to remain in the extraction point after it had closed. Yeah, so that's what we're hoping for. The night raid lighting has been updated with most lamps turned off. Why do they keep trying to make night raids even darker? Fix 40 locations on Stellamontes where players would frequently get stuck. Fix the Bastion in Stellamontes being able to spawn out of bounds. Brilliant. Crash fixes. Option for mouse moving. Matchmaking delay option for stream sniping mitigation. Fix an issue that allows players to play the guitar when using the zipline. That's not an issue. Come on. Made aim assist consistent across different frame rates. Okay. So I guess that the Nick Merckx clip got a lot of people a bit mad, and now that explains that one. Fix issues with inputs not always registering at frame rates above 30. Interesting. Fix an issue where one of the macro set's helmet variants appeared incorrect in-game. Oh, I like that set. Isn't it called Marco, though, not macro? Fix some trinket items not being placeable in trinket slots. Various clipping issues. Fix an issue where the selected codex entry was not always visible. Fireworks boxes would get set off randomly after deploying Raider gets knocked out. That's kind of fun. Fix an issue that sometimes causes the sun lens flare. Visual effects to show up even if the sun was behind clouds. Fix some graphic settings resetting. Lighting polish on various maps. Movement. Nothing crazy there. UI. Added a new tab to the option menus that allows free rebinding of most gamepad buttons. All the fixes here. Honestly, I will let you see it here so we can get into the game as quick as possible. Changing augments and loadout now arranges the excess items in the stash better. That's nice. Added additional interactions to the final objective in the groundbreaking quest. A 3 strikes progressive ban system is in the process of being implemented. Bans will progress from 30 days to 60 and finally a permaban. Interesting. That's it. No weapon changes, but that seems like quite a sizable update, to be honest. Yep, there are new blueprints. 2 new blueprints here. So I'm going to guess those are the new augment blueprints. So we know where we're going. If we have a look, we've got solo versus squads and field squad options. The matriarch symbol has changed here, which is quite interesting. If you can see that there. That's a nice little detail. And then we've got the store. So this is one of the new sets. The Sandwalker set. This is what it looks like. It has some pretty normal clothing options. No ballerina skirt, unfortunately, for those looking for it. Not this time. Some good colorways. You can take off the gas mask. You can take off the goggles. You can take off the scarf. Oh, this is actually a really nice skin. No, I like this. I would probably maybe run it like... You could do it like this. I like that. I like that. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I like it. And then you got the blue forehead paint. The boo emote. Okay. Interesting. And then the Alpine Rescue set. Which is a snowy mountain pick. Oh, that's actually pretty cool. We've got a snow rescue kit and a road flare. Traders, Shani, you can now buy a guitar. It's only 70 cred. And there's a new quest with a view.
Have you ever noticed those streaks
I
of
believe.
light darting across the sky?
And then we should also have the new project, trophy display. So basically, you can get some blueprints. Oh, light gun parts. I think that's great. That's great. We'll have to progress through this on stream and see what else we can get. I believe that's mostly it. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I'm live right now if you want to see me play the new update and discover Bird City. Try and find the new augment blueprints. I'll see you all in the comments. Sorry.